Well, ain't much to say about this one. I do want to start off in a way that I don't usually begin these, haven't really had to, but since we're here, or since we thought we were here, and we know where we are now, I need to apologize to all the swells. That was terrible, was lifeless, was um uninspired, and most of all, most importantly, before any of you ask me a question, the word that I can use to describe that game was deserve. It was deserved. Simple and plain. If you work hard to win your division, if you against all odds, not even being the preseason favorite to do that, you come out, win 12 games, the games you lose, one being a one being a two being Sims, two being when your team isn't at full strength. And then two, counting this one when you are at full strength. You think you play better. You think you would come out and give your fans something to look forward to. City rocking all week, excited for good game versus a good team. And credit to Bean. We'll talk about I'm sure y'all gonna ask me a lot about Dallas and what was going on out there, but let's just call it what it is. Good play with a good team. And I think to come out here, despite that, and for the second time get obliterated by the same team, it's not as angering as you might think from that perspective. Just shows what we got to do. It shows we got plenty of work to do. Um, I don't. I'd be a lot more upset if we actually tried and lost, but that wasn't the case today. So, what you got? Ah, um, I don't know. I think when I had a long time to process this game, and it's just one of those things where when you when you're up against it, and sometimes it's not your day. I could sit here and say it was a fact that I hadn't played a game in almost 2 weeks. I could sit here and tell you that you know, Gino's making his first start since whenever. And the reason why I put Gino in is because I need Max to see what playoff atmosphere is. And he got his chance in the second half, but um, just some of the things that plagued us over the course of the season, untimely bad throws. Like I thought I couldn't risk it. Little did I know that it wouldn't be a factor at all because we just got absolutely bum rushed. But um, I don't necessarily regret my decision. It wouldn't matter if it was me, you, Gino, Max, God himself at quarterback. The way we just didn't show up, it would have been all the same. Um, so it is what it is. I'm not. I mean, it's not hard to just kind of let it be water on the dolphin skin when you don't show up and you don't play. Um, I think they did a lot of good things, but it's not like it was anything that was like genius or groundbreaking. No, just run the ball. They had perfect blocking. They put the effort in to make perfect blocks and run perfect routes and catch the ball. Trevon Diggs diving for interceptions. So from a sheer effort standpoint, the game was over. And personally, I knew it was over when we had to touch on the DK and he dropped it. So no, I mean, think about it like this. Everybody ain't too many people in this league that's original. Let's just call it what it is. It's, you see the same shit from the same people every week. You know, and what I mean specifically by that is, when somebody gets a first down, they get a touchdown. What do? They dance. Like it's hard to even that's not an offensive point to me at all. Like that's just kind of like league protocol. 31 out of 32 teams when they score, they dance. Who's the one outlier? Myself. Um, just because I don't really want to be like everybody else. But when you earn the points like they did, and when you do whatever you want like they did, then they should be able to celebrate accordingly. And they did. And if anybody in that locker room is upset with it, because I'm not, why should I be? They ain't try to stop it. Why should I be mad at it? But if anybody is upset in that locker room, then stop it. Simple. Otherwise, you kind of get what you get. And what we got was nice with them. Simple as that. No, I don't think this was anything new. I don't think there's anything, again, I don't think there's anything groundbreaking. We know the team that Dallas has, like great team, great personnel. You put a good player behind it, good things are typically going to happen. But take the players out of it. Take myself, take Bean out, and he played a great game. Credit to him. If he, well, I can't guarantee he'll face as little resistance as he did this week, but if he goes like that to Tampa, it's going to be a good game. But um, I think overall what this was, and one time it's like okay, maybe that's just an outlier. Twice is there's work to be done, and the sheer fact of it is we don't their best strength up front, offensive line just happens to mesh with our weakest point this season, which was the trenches up front, both sides. You saw what they did. I think the one part that makes me probably just the most puzzled, like I said, I'm not really upset at this at all. What do you do? But the part that puzzles me most is that Micah Parsons wasn't even out. Micah Parsons wasn't even out there. And, the punt return, when you can't see, you can't kick, well, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So that was never seen on the opposite side because I don't think he ever punted the ball. So there's that. But just gotta win it. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Like I could go in circles talking about the same thing over and over, but it's just really embarrassing for like the guys like Kenneth Walker, you know, um, you know, poor quarterbacks, just got guys just watching with their hands up, Mr. Mime, as guys just going around him and hitting the quarterback all game. So what do you do? If they don't care, why should I? And as far as this game is concerned, I don't. But we got a lot of changes to make. There's a lot of things, a lot of people we got to evaluate, a lot of ways we got to get better. But if you watch that game and if you watch part of it, because I wouldn't blame if you didn't watch all of it, um, you can clearly see what we got to address. And there's multiple things. The first thing is the trenches, both sides. Do I think it looks that way? It looks that way, don't it? I mean, after a certain point, maybe this is who I am, right? Maybe it's just, you ain't getting no playoff wins with the Raiders. You ain't getting no playoff wins with the Texans. We ain't got one here. Granted, it's only season one. We ain't got no wins here in Seattle. Um, Maybe I just can't win a playoff game outside of Carolina. And maybe I'm just that a great player there and a marginal decent guy anywhere else. Maybe. We got time to figure it out. But I mean, he took away Superman's powers. Is Clark Kent going to save the world? Probably not. Maybe I'm just Clark Kent right now. No, again, like you you get out what you put in. And if you put in nothing, you're going to get nothing. And we didn't get anything. After a certain point in time, it was just a battle. Like it's like, okay, guys, let's just not get shut out here. Like we can call it that. Like, can y'all put at least that modicum of effort together to get some points on the board? Give your fans something to at least sarcastically cheer about. Um, but it is what it is. I don't know. That's bad, but it's going to look a lot different next season. In retrospect, should I play Max? Maybe. I don't know. Again, I don't think it would have changed anything. Should have gave Walker the ball more because he seems to be the only constant every week. But um, so I apologize to him specifically, along with the fans. But we got a lot of time now, so we'll we'll do this all over again. We're gonna come back next season, as the probably the division favorite. Um, Rams are in flux. Cardinals think they know something, but I'll believe when I see it. Niners will come back strong. I think they'll be ready. Then there's us. Um, I like my chances. We'll be right back here next year. And when we do, it's got to be a different result because we can't put these games together just to go like that. Because if you don't want your job, just say that. And some people lost theirs today. That I do know. So we'll see who those are. We'll see who stays. We'll see who goes. We'll see who comes in. And we'll see how we make this thing better next season. All right.